A-Team Running Lab, week 9 coming at you. Just past the halfway point of our 16-week plan. So we're going to get into some more running specific workouts, some more single leg stuff, some more plyometric stuff, some more running specific movements that will really start to fine tune our strength to our run. So we'll get right into it here. As always, level 1, 3 sets of 10 reps. Level 2, you're going to do 4 sets of 15 reps. Level 3, you're going to do 5 sets of 20 reps. We'll start with legs, move into upper body, go into core from there. I'm going to demonstrate one time through of level 1. You guys can build off that however you seem or however you deem necessary. So getting right into it, we're going to start with walking lunges with a knee drive. So I'm going to start all the way over here. We're going to we've done this before, but we started with reverse lunges into knee drive. We're going to actually be walking through. So we're going to take a lunge into a knee drive, and we're going to walk as far forward as we can. I'm going to do 10 sides, or 10 reps each side. Really try to drive that knee and hip, engage the opposite glute as you come up. This is going to mimic keeping our glutes engaged, keeping our core solid as we're running. And notice if one side of your body is stronger doing this. I know that for me, my right glute fires a lot easier and a lot stronger than my left glute. And I know that that is actually a neuromuscular thing, so I've got to practice on making that left glute engage at the proper moment so that we're getting the full benefit out of that. All right, you can modify that by just doing that reverse lunge knee drive again, or just do a walking lunge, but when you come up, make sure you engage those glutes back here, because that's what we're really practicing, making sure that we're firing at the right time. All right, side to side lunges, so getting a little lateral strength in here, making sure that our glutes and our hips are strong and open. 10 times each side. Go down as low as you can while staying in control. You don't want to be dropping so low that this is stressing out your groin or your pelvis or anything, but we do want to get really deep into this, really dropping that butt back, keeping that core nice and engaged. Right, good. Often that movement is kind of skipped and missed a lot by runners in strength training, because we're always moving in that straightforward line. But really getting those glute meads and stabilizing the core when we're in that movement is going to make us a lot more stable when we're running. All right, excellent. Moving into single leg Romanian deadlift. So again, this is one you can use a chair to balance, you can use a wall to balance if you need to. I've been working on this, so hopefully my balance is better than it was last time we did this. Try to stay on that one leg the whole time. If you need to tap your toe down to keep your balance, you can. This challenges everything in your leg, from your ankle on up through your glute, mostly in the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. But just keeping our balance like this is going to make our ankles and our foot stronger. All right, and switching sides. Again, it's okay if each side is different. Try to get maximum range of motion out of both sides. Little soft bend of the knee so you're not locking it out. But not bending so much. We really want to feel this in the glute and through the hamstring. We're stretching the hamstring, but we're also contracting it and strengthening it as we're coming back up. All right, very good. Now into single leg calf raises. Now this one is very challenging. A lot of times our calves aren't strong enough to balance on for long periods of time or to even get these single leg raises out of. I know I need to use a chair for this one on my left side so that I can get through that full range of motion. Again, we want to come down slowly so that we are maximizing the eccentric load on our calf and Achilles. That's how we're going to get maximum benefit in the elasticity and the spring back of that Achilles when we're pushing off our toes and creating power in our run. All right, switching sides, 10 each side again. And my right side's a lot stronger in this. When I know there's an imbalance and I know one side is stronger than the other, I always start on my weakest side first. That way I'm not overdoing it on my stronger side. So I could probably get quite a few more reps out of my right leg there than I can my left. But in order to try to keep the balance, I do the maximum amount I can on my left, and I only match it on my right. I don't overdo it on my right to continue the imbalance. So if you do have those weaknesses, where you know one side's weaker than the other, start with that weaker side, get the most out of it you can, match it with the other side. We're not going to fully maximize the strength on that stronger side, but we're going to try to bring things back into balance, let our weaker side catch up, and then we can strengthen both sides from there. All right, moving on to our upper body, we're going to start with thigh tap push-ups. So we're just going to get into a normal push-up stance. We come down, up. We've done the shoulder taps before. We're going to do thigh taps this time. So you're going to come back, touch each thigh. All right, so try to keep your core as solid as possible. Try to keep in that plank position as much as possible. It's going to be hard to keep stable when we lift that one arm off the ground. All right, as always, feel free to modify into just regular push-ups, or if you can't do the thigh taps, but you can do the shoulder taps, go ahead and do that. Getting through the push-ups is the most important part. Adding that extra challenge of becoming a little bit unstable by lifting one arm and then the other is an added challenge that hopefully we're at that point now. So challenge yourself to try to do it. If you have to modify down to a regular push-up or even a modified push-up, do it so you can get through the reps and get stronger. All right, and then standing chest extensions. This is just to open our chest, kind of reverse flies. It's going to strengthen our back right near our shoulder blades, open our chest so that we can breathe easier when running. Try to really feel those shoulder blades pinching together in the back, almost like you're trying to squeeze something or hold a pencil back there. Really bring those shoulder blades together. Even if you want to pause here at the back so you can really feel that contraction, always a good idea. All right, and then lateral arm raises. So just bring in shoulders out laterally. This is going to work the deltoids. It's going to give us a lot of power for our arm swings. Feel free to add a little bit of weight, even if you just want to pick up your shoes here and hold your shoes, to just add a little bit more resistance at the ends of your arms here. Or it can be challenging enough just raising your arms like that. And then we're going to go into bear crawls. So bear crawls is going to be kind of a full body exercise. I put it in upper body here just because it is mostly shoulders, but you're going to get a good core workout here too. You're going to get a good leg workout even. So you're going to raise your knees just a couple inches off the ground. I'm going to walk forward 2. I'm going to walk backward 2. So each step counts as a rep. So we're at 4 right now. We're at 8. All right, and that's 10. So again, that's going to be more of a full body exercise. Add it in there. It's going to segue right into our core section here. So again, if you're doing more reps, great. If this is really challenging, it's supposed to be a little bit challenging. We're adding a few challenges as far as being on one leg, as far as recruiting some different muscles here. All right, so core, we're going to start off with straight leg lifts. So we're going to be doing both legs at the same time. This is really going to work those lower transverse abdominals right above the pubic bone. All right, and at the end of your set here, you're going to bring them back up about halfway. You're just going to hold for a 10 count. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that 10 count hold, you're just going to do that one time per set. We're going to move into butterfly sit-ups. So butterfly sit-ups can be really challenging here too. Face this way to do it. So you bring your legs together as if you were doing your butterfly stretch. We're going to turn this into a sit-up though. So it's easier the further your feet are away. But bring them in here. This is going to challenge the obliques a little bit more while we're doing that sit-up movement. If you can't get the full sit-up, do crunches this way. So I'll show you both. So for the full sit-up, you're coming all the way up, tapping your toes. Try to roll back nice and smooth. Don't let yourself totally fall. And come up nice and smooth too. So we're not throwing our body forward. We're trying to really engage those abdominals to guide our body up. Come to a nice straight posture at the top. Touch those toes. Come back down. Come back up. Breathe through everything. So we're inhaling on the way down. Exhaling on the way up when we're putting our effort in there. Right, see that last one was a little bit of a challenge, had to come out of the posture just a little bit. Alright, and then if you're doing crunches, feel free to just do crunches straight down the center. When I do crunches like this, I like to try to still hold it for a little bit. So instead of just powering through 10 reps, I come up, 1, 2, back down. Up, 1, 2, back down. Up, 1, 2, back down. So if you're not going to go through that full range of motion of the sit-up, and you're going to do a crunch, try to hold it for a couple seconds to add a little bit to the challenge to make sure you're engaging the transverse abdominals and then also those obliques. Those obliques are going to turn in because we have our legs in that butterfly position. All right, and then the last exercise we're going to do are called plank jacks. So we're going to get in a plank position. And just as if we were doing jumping jacks, we're going to start with our feet in. We're going to jump to them being out. And back in is one set. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to turn around and do a couple of them just so that you get a little bit of a better view. There we go, but I won't submit you to any more of that view. All right, so that's our week 9 workout. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If you need modifications, if you need a bigger challenge, reach out to me. Always willing to talk to you guys about any of your issues or problems or ideas. I hope that one was a good one. A little bit more challenge, challenging our balance. Starting to really get into a groove where we're going to start building our perfect runner's body. So trying to get as strong as we can before race day comes. You guys are putting in a ton of good work every single week. And we just keep running through the ice and the rain and the warm weather and the cold weather. That's why winter training is so great. But we get to do this one strength day in a nice warm room. So get after it. Challenge yourselves as much as you possibly can. Like I would encourage you to do this workout again later in the week. So if you do this Wednesday, go ahead and do it Sunday too if you're looking for more. If you're looking for more of a challenge, instead of going out there and piling on more miles, get back to the strength workout and do a little bit more here. And I think it'll pay big dividends down the stretch. So good job, guys. We'll see you at the next group run. And keep up the good work. Thank you.